What's going on, y'all? Y'all tuned into Exposure. I be your boy, the Global Zoe, and I'm with the gang.
Eric Biddines.
Drego Mill.
And before we get started, we want to give a shout out to our official sponsor, Bel Air and Vion. We see y'all boys, Ricky Rose. Salute.
It's all about exposure. You need the exposure. You gotta touch the streets. You need that street credibility. You need that promotion. And that's what exposure provides for the people.
Working million that makes him side out here at MIA, grinding like I always do. You watching Exposure.
Getting hit in the head with that exposure. You know what it is, them down dogs, Raylo, #1 DJs, #1 promoters for show from Palm Beach. It's exposed. It's wide open now.
Y'all check it out, you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked all over Florida.
And you are watching Exposure.
And today we have a special invited guest, the one and only singer and rapper, Annishka. How you doing?
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
We doing good.
Great. Good.
We doing
Good to see y'all.
Hey, happy to have you on here too.
Yay,
we know
thank
you came
for
a long
having
way.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
For
third
sure.
female.
Third female?
Yeah. We had Tori Spade last episode.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Managed by Mo. She a female executive.
Okay.
Making moves
So,
out there.
Oh, and we had Nadia, four.
Oh,
So we
we
diverse.
showing love.
Yeah. Okay. That was. I don't even know if that was on purpose. Yeah. So this episode 6.
We a little bit more than that now.
No.
Believe it or not, 8.
Yeah. 8.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Man,
I was here for all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Bel Air talking.
Yeah, it is. I'll take a little sip.
So, Anishka, man, let's talk about your music career. What got you into music?
What got me into music? Actually stepping out or just music in general?
Music in general.
Okay. So, as a kid, I watched a lot of TV. You know, a lot of kids don't watch TV no more. But as a kid, I watched a lot of TV, watched a lot of artists on television, and the person who just grabbed me, like, wholeheartedly was just, like, Michael Jackson. So, Michael Jackson made me, like, feel like I could do music, wanted to do music, or, you know, pursue it. Or fall in love with music, period. It's definitely watching Michael Jackson.
That inspired the boots.
I don't know he inspired the boots, but possibly because you know he do the most. You know his outfits, he got iconic looks.
Them look like some MJ
it's
boots.
possible. Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah, you moonwalking.
He bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bad.
Look at that. And which one came first, singing or rapping?
Singing came first.
Singing from okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Were you dancing too? Were you doing?
I don't feel like I don't want to say that on myself, right? I'm not no Janet Jackson. You get what I'm saying?
Understood.
I felt like maybe if my parents probably would have put me in some dancing classes, that would have helped me build my confidence where I could be like a dancer.
Okay.
Because I feel like dancers are like really, really talented. Like they are like everything on stage, how they just breathe the music just by movement. So I could do a little 1-2 step though.
Okay.
A little 1-2. A little spin.
No, well, I feel like the first time I heard you on a song, it was definitely like with the Silly Boys. Like I first heard a rapper, a female rapper, and I'm like, okay, you know, just coming around the scene, listening to the Palm Beach County music scene, and I'm like, man, it sounded dope. So, how was that experience? And I know there was a lot of males, and were you the only female at that time? Yes. All right. So how is that influence and is it intimidating when it comes to raps with a lot surrounded by a lot of dudes at that time? Is it intimidating at all?
No, it wasn't intimidating. Actually, Creep is the one who introduced me to them.
Okay.
And so, like, it was more so like that was the moment I had my first studio session. I had my first studio session. I remember I didn't want nobody to look at me during the session because it was like a small box, and I just, you know, did my little thing. I think I rapped. I rapped that day, and everybody went crazy in the studio, and they liked it. So from that point on, I was just like, okay, cool. I would just influence like rap into the music. So I was like, I'm gonna rap and sing and do my thing. Period.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. I'm with it. So what's the difference between Precious and is there a difference? Because I know it's Anishka now. Yeah. I know it's Precious once upon a time. So what's the difference and why can we say a name change? Why the name change?
feel like either or, it's still me. You know what I mean? Precious to me she's more like a girl from around the way. Okay. She's more like hood.
All right.
Precious is more like, can I cuss on you?
Oh, you can.
Oh, okay. Precious is more so like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's up for real. Like, whatever. Anishka is still Anishka, but I was just more so getting into more like songwriting at the time. Okay. And I was, getting into like pop stuff and writing and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I just did it. It wasn't really no like, I think logic to it. Like, oh, I'm doing this for this. If I go back, I think I probably would have just stayed at Precious. But whatever.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Okay, and I noticed when I'm listening to the music, going back in your catalog, I noticed you're on the single route, right? Anishka doesn't have an album out, if I'm not mistaken. At least on the outlets I was able to listen to. Is there a reason why you're putting out singles versus a whole body of work?
I actually had a whole body of work.
Okay.
And I was thinking about releasing it, and then I was just like, people don't respect music as much as they did before in the past, or a body of work like they did in the past. So it's kind of like, I feel like I'll be wasting my time, to be honest.
Okay.
I feel like I'll be wasting my time. I'll be like, listen, they might not even listen to all the songs. They might listen to it for maybe 5 minutes because there's a new song that just came out and they're into that, and they might even get back to the records. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like now it's like you got to spoon feed these new music. I don't know what to call them. Music. I don't know if they're even music lovers. I guess the people. I'm gonna feed them the music. The what?
Consumers.
The consumers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they love music the way they did in the past.
Like music heads back in the day or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them
music
music
love
heads.
albums. Like, so yeah, you just gotta spoon feed them at this point. So I just felt like I'm gonna preserve my greatness and not give it to them all at once and just do that. But I definitely did have a body of work that I wanted to release, but I just kind of put a pause on it.
I feel like the new music is like empowering for the women. It's like on some boss bitch vibes too. And it's like confidence as well. Like when I'm listening to the raps and the singing, it's like really dominant, right? So I'm thinking about let's talk about Fat Cat, right? Because you got a challenge. You got a challenge right now with Fat Cat, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's a challenge?
I would love you to explain that. Yeah, for real.
I want to know just what influenced the rap. I mean, of course, but just what was when you thought about, I'm making a song called Fat Cat, what influenced that and what made you even say, you know what, I'm going to throw a challenge behind it and see how my fans react to that?
Okay, so Fat Cat came about like very like sporadically, right? Okay. I never did like a twerk record before, right? And I was like, I want to do a fun like twerk record, like turn up a little bit. And that was actually, my first like twerk record. Okay. And so my producer, DJ Tran, had gave me the beat. And I remember I wrote to this record real fast. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't take it seriously. Okay. I just did it like to be funny. Oh. And so I said, I'm going to call this Fat Cat, like just to be funny. And it just was a fun record overall. Have fun, a little extra, nothing too crazy, but a little bit. So the Fat Cat challenge or whatever. What y'all think the Fat Cat song or the challenge is about?
I imagine I wouldn't want my kids to check the hashtag, but I see like camel toe print, some Lululemon, dry fit leggings. Like who could, I don't know, run.
Girls at the gym doing squats.
Yeah, squats. I see squats.
RDLs.
Yeah. You know,
the camera zoomed in. You know, they zoom in and zoom out.
Print from the back prints, angles. I just see a lot of stuff.
Anybody?
Yeah. I just thought it was a good idea because every woman can take part of it, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? She probably gave it some good thought. I was like, you know what? No matter big, small, everybody can take a part of the challenge.
You think everybody got a Fat Cat?
No, everybody definitely don't got a Fat Cat.
Everybody got a Fat Cat.
Yeah.
But no.
So but you said everybody could be a part of the challenge, and that's where she corrected you.
I meant like body types of women. You know what I'm saying? Body types.
Will
of women.
you participate in the Fat Cat challenge?
I'm gonna sit and Google eyes and watch from a distance. Yeah.
Google eyes.
Google eyes.
Y'all
Google
nasty
eyes
for
from a
real.
distance.
All right.
The fat cat challenge is basically like you making up a dance to the song. So basically, the challenge that I put out was like who could be the original content creator for the actual song. So given the opportunity that someone steps up to the plate and creates the song, then they're gonna be the one to create the song, create the dance. They're gonna be the ones that I'm gonna push to basically expose to everybody else. Like this is the original person who created it. Never know, video come out. The song blow up. You're a part of the video because you're the original content creator. So that's the challenge, to make up something that's unique, that's creative, that's entertaining to the song. Not particularly just a dance, but something that's, that could cause a trend. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everybody always chasing clout. So if they feel like they got the confidence to create something new and original, then try the challenge.
I was way more intelligent than what I was thinking. I was seeing coochie prints.
I mean, off the gate, right?
Right.
Yeah, I was seeing
That's
coochie
good.
That's where I think our minds
Right.
go.
Get your attention on
Fresh
rip.
off the gate.
Yeah, that was way better than what I was thinking.
Good stuff.
Make a lot of sense too, actually. Yeah.
It's a good workout song too.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Very good workout. To be a twerk playlist workout.
Yeah.
Thing turn up.
So y'all definitely Fat Cat Challenge, y'all. Y'all tag us, use the hashtag, support the record, go stream it, run them views up.
Run it up.
Is it part of the women's empowerment movement?
Yes.
As well?
Because when you're writing records now, like even my cousin, he was telling me, I think I met one of my cousins like a month ago and we had dinner and one of my cousins said to me, he said, I wanted to kind of like ask you like what's with the turn of music, it's kind of a little bit more vulgar. And I'm just like, to me it's not as vulgar as what's at the time. I probably felt like it was a little bit, I pushed my pen a little bit to try to step out of the box of what I'm normally used to doing. But when I listen to the music now, I feel like my shit is PG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all know the record that done drop.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Like, damn. Yeah. My wet round is doing that. I'm like, okay then, sexy red. I was like, I gotta go back because she going there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I don't feel like it's too bad, but it's different for me. But.
And do you feel, as we're talking about women empowerment, do you feel motivated with the females? I almost want to say, I don't know if it's safe to say, but they got a lot more involvement in the industry, from the Lottos, the Nickies, the Cardis, and the Glorillaz. There's so many more females now existing in the market. Does that motivate you more? Like, does that make a difference in your movement and what you got going on?
It definitely motivates me more, and I'm definitely happy to see it. It just kind of saddens me when, I was around certain people and I wanted to kind of like get them to wake up. Like, there's like the female audience is a big audience. Like we are big consumers. We participate. We support our girls and everything like that. So it's just like, I know y'all, it's all males here. It's like for so long, male dominated industry, and then like now it's like all the female rappers are coming out, which is good. Now you got the dudes complaining like, oh, the girls talk about the same thing, da 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 da. But then it's like, y'all talk about the same thing too. You know what I mean? But we're gonna talk about things that pertain to us and how we live our lives and what we want to hear and how we turn up. But
because girls is players too.
Period.
True.
That song
I be
came
listening.
out. I love it. That's on it for. I said, okay, now, Coy.
Yeah. Y'all talking to us. Yeah. We in trouble.
I want to go back real quick. Maybe I want to say maybe 13 or 12 years, maybe 10. I don't know. When you was doing the pop music, right? I just want to know, did you get the love when you was doing it? Because I know when you released it, I have Apple Music. You have the original song, the instrumental, and then the acapella, so a DJ can do.
You're talking about the drug.
The drug.
Okay, so I think have I talked about it? Yeah, I have talked about this before. Oh, so yeah, so that record originally I wrote that record with a producer, and we were shopping the record.
Okay.
And I think I had wrote a record, and he said he took it to the people that were looking for records for like Rihanna. So when I originally wrote that record, it was really about her.
Okay.
So I wrote that record for her.
Okay.
And I think the second meeting they weren't able to like close on. So he just was like, why don't you release it for yourself? And I was just like, alright, cool. So that was just like me writing something that I wasn't used to doing at the time, but I gave it a shot, and so we just put that out. So that's like,
it's different. I like it, but I see where you guys was going with it, and I'm like, damn, this is actually really, really, really good. I like what it actually grew into when you listen to the song later on into the song. So that's why I asked about it. But I think it's a dope record.
I wish I had some money for that song.
Yeah, so you feel like if you would have pushed it, it could have been, because it was that pop era heavy.
That song to me is like, I mean, it's too bad Rihanna not doing music now, but if she would have did that record, I feel like it would have just been such a big record, because I felt like it was a part of like the energy at the time, and her voice just would have been so incredible on it. Like, I think she just would have ate that up. And it gave me an opportunity as a writer.
Right.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight up.
And Hold On. Yeah. Is that a true story? Is that close to you? Is that song close to you?
Oh, wow.
I was really into that. I was really listening.
Yeah, DJ Jim, shouts out. Listen, so that record was really about, it was a mixture of experiences that like I knew that my friends were going through. I intertwine a little bit. I try to write from a real place as well, of things that I probably went through as well. So that, and then like the shit that my homegirls were going through at the same time. So that inspired that record. Like,
I'm sorry, it's called Holding On, right?
Holding On.
Okay, there you go. All right. Yeah, what's going on?
Now, DJ Tran, is he an in-house producer for you? Or he's just a producer
one of the
you work
producers
with?
that I work with, yeah.
Okay.
I want to say, when you say in-house, you mean like I work direct with him?
Work with him like all the time. I don't know if because I noticed like a lot of the songs, the new ones, they sample. They coming from I think I heard a Yin Yang Twins, a Juvenile sample, if I'm not mistaken. So I didn't know if that's the same producer or is that different? Different. Okay. And what's the science behind that? What's the thought process of of those songs that motivate you and you wanted to remix it, or you just was like, I think this is a dope record. Let me make a record with it.
Which one you talking about?
We can go with Get You Home.
Okay.
Or there's one about Getting Money. I forgot the Juvenile. I think it's 400 Degrees.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want the money.
Okay. Okay. There you go. I just want the money. There you go.
Don't blank on my own shit. Hold on. But nah, I just want the money. It just was always a record that I like wanted to do. Like I literally had the idea to do that song in my head for like a few years. I would say at least 2 years before I actually went and recorded it. So it was just tucked in the back of my head, and I was just like, I want to do this record, but I gotta make sure I do it justice because it's a classic. It's Juvie, for sure. Right? You can't fuck around with that song, right? So I remember I recorded it, I wrote it, I recorded it, and I was like, damn, shit sliding to me. Okay. I said, but I gotta see if the DJs fuck with it, because if they not, fucking with it, then I'm not gonna release it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I remember taking it to a few DJs, and then they all gave like pretty much the same response, like, damn, this shit sliding, shit sliding, like, you know what I mean? And I knew it was genuine because DJs don't really turn up unless they really like something. So I just kept getting it over and over again, like from even when I like in Florida. In Georgia, it was like the same thing. Even like when Clubhouse was cool, and I had DJ listen to it on there, like from Texas, like they all gave the same response. So I thought it was really a dope record. I was just like, damn, how am I gonna push this record to get to everybody? So in the midst of me pushing that record, and I was performing it as well, it was crazy because I think I was in Atlanta, and then who dropped this song? It was Baby, 42 Doug, and who the other rapper? They did the whatever to the record, right? Okay. And obviously it took off, right? So I'm like, damn. And I had been pushing the record beforehand, and it was crazy because once they did it, everybody started doing a remix to the song. Yeah. So it just let me know. I was like, damn, if I had a bag behind this and I really was able to then I probably would have gotten the same type of response because I'm a female doing it. So I kind of like paused on the song for a minute. I remember my DJ friend was like, no, you should just keep going with it. I said, but now I just feel like it's just saturated now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because everybody on it right now. But it still is. I feel like a great song. I think my DJ friend had played it in Tallahassee. He told me that Juvie heard it at the time before, whatever. He liked it. He liked it. Nice. He said he liked it. He had asked who that was, and I was just like, okay, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I said, he wasn't mad. Like, no, he was like, was like, all right, like he was fucking with it. I was like, okay. But
So everything we seeing right now is independent, all off the muscle.
everything independent.
Nice.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Because I see you one of the very few artists that I'm following right now that's India. I can see gigging. I don't know if it's safe to say every weekend. I feel like you somewhere turning up. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be consistent in
Yeah.
like doing things, but some things I just be like, I be trying to stay out the way now. I be just trying to focus on the things that, you know, I feel like that really matter. It's like really like focusing on the music. I mean, I don't be trying to be everywhere now.
Right.
I feel like I gotta be able to say no.
Okay, for sure. Rightfully so.
I gotta say no, learn how to say no, and not worry about if people are offended or upset, even though they will be. They getting their feelings, but I gotta keep my energy, you know, in a happy space. You know what I'm saying? And like not do too much, because the time I felt like I was just doing so much and going in a circle, and it was not actually getting what I wanted to get done, because I was doing stuff for everybody else. You know what I mean? And everybody like, come to this event, come to this event, come to this event. I'm like, I'm eventing all week.
Yeah.
That's the hustle culture.
Yeah. And it's good. You trying to get yourself out there, but at a certain point, you got to get back to grounding yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was just tired.
I guess my next question is like how hard, what are the things people don't consider as a female artist that they probably just assume y'all got it made, and it's maybe easy if you post a picture in a 2-piece or a picture of your backside, they might think it's easier, but what are some of the complications that's out there that we probably unaware of as a independent artist?
Guys always think because I'm a female that it's easier, or it should be easier for me, right? They think that I could walk up to a DJ because I'm a girl, he gonna play my record.
Yeah.
That's not always gonna happen, baby. Some of these DJs is bougie too. You feel me? They do it, and some are like really sweet and friendly and are for the culture and for the music, and they don't mind, you know, checking out some new music and not having like, oh, you gotta pay me this and that, or, you know, just have an attitude like they're not willing to be open. And just like certain situations, they just think I'm gonna get because I'm a female. Yeah. Like sometimes people might just look at me, or, you know, there were times people looked at me and be like, they didn't think I could get on stage and perform. They didn't think that, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know. Because I remember when I first started rapping, like, nigga had to wait. You feel me? A nigga had to wait a few hours just before they get on the stage, and then when you turn, they be like, oh, I didn't know you was gonna do that. Yeah. So you put me last, you thought I was gonna fuck this whole club up and everybody was gonna walk out. No, I'm gonna turn up. But it never, I don't feel like it was easier, or it's easy, or we get like, I think, benefits from being a female. I think we gotta work just as hard, and because there's more girls out there now, even if I think we had to work just as hard just to even get some type of attention, because there was a certain point it was all guys. So you know, I would come to an event, it's a whole bunch of boys performing, and then I come in and perform, I might be the only girl, I might be the only female at the event, it might be 2 or 3, and it's like 20 dudes or 20 different people, you know what I'm saying? That's guys. So I don't think it's easy. Did I answer the question?
No, you good. And I guess features. I don't think you do a whole lot of features. I think I heard a record from Class Money. Is there a reason a lot of people reaching out and you probably ain't taking every feature that come your way?
Both. I said both when I answered the question in my head. So a lot of people, they ask me, they'll come in my DMs or ask me for a feature, but they don't be having no budget, and then they song don't be all that, and they don't, and then you know what I hate? I hate when a person come in my DMs and they ask to do a song with me, and then I go look at their page and they don't got shit on there. I don't got shit on there. I'm offended.
Rightfully so.
I'm offended.
Rightfully
like,
so.
You came to me to ask me for a song, and then I'll be like, okay, what's your budget? And then you don't have no budget. Like, why are you bothering me? You don't even put out music for real. There's no work on your page. You're not showing me that you putting in the grind, the hustle, the work. You ain't showing me no music, no nothing. So I feel like I feel disrespected.
What about the song Expensive? I don't want to go too far like that, but is that one of the situations?
What, with the song Expensive?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's my song though.
Yeah, it's your song. It had a feature on it. I don't want to.
Oh, you talking about Hot on there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cause I heard the song, but he's not on there.
He is on there. He's singing on the hook.
Oh,
this
he's
what happened.
singing. Oh, okay, that's probably why I know.
Minute.
Yeah, right.
One hot.
This what happened.
I missed it.
And I fuck with One Hot, right? So this what happened.
Okay.
So I was doing a record. Yeah, I was doing a record, and I wanted a guy voice on there. Originally, who I wanted on the record, but at the time, I couldn't find Future to call him to be on the record, right?
Correct.
But that's whose voice I could hear on the hook, like singing that part. So I hit up One Hot, and One Hot came in and he did his part in the song, right? And then I kind of left it, but then it was like, I was like, damn, is this gonna be a feature or nah? But then I didn't want to take his name off of it because he came and he did it. You know what I'm saying? He showed up to the studio, so I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna, he's on there. You can hear him on it, but he's not as loud as the thing.
Okay,
you know what I'm
understand.
saying? So, but he's on it, so I just didn't want to take his name off of it because he did come to the studio. And
Respect. All right.
So who have you worked with besides One Hot?
I think you mentioned Class.
Class,
so I did a feature with Class.
Okay.
One Hot. I don't do a lot of features.
Okay.
And the reason being is because either, like I said, they come to me and they ain't got it together, or the music sucks.
So the music gonna be on point, right?
Do you leave them on red or do you tell them their music suck?
People can't tell you. They can't take you telling them
Right.
the truth.
Right.
And then you tell them the truth, they get mad.
Big exposure.
And now they hate you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But back in the day, if you sent I guess producers or you're a writer and you send some records and they don't respond, you be like, damn, why they didn't respond? They ain't like it.
That's it.
I had to learn damn, if they respond, if they responded, they liked it. If they don't respond, they didn't like it. Or maybe they're not ready for it yet. Or it might be just sitting there, they might open it back up a year later and it might be what they're looking for.
Listen, now T-Pain had that situation, and sometimes I gotta check that. What is it? If they're not following you, that other box, that
request something.
There's another box all the way to the right.
The one in the back.
Far right.
I've got a few plugs. I done got out of that, but they weren't following me, so I wasn't following them. However, it worked, and I didn't see the message. And then I don't know. T-Pain made a post about apologizing to some features and stuff.
I saw that.
He never got it.
Yeah.
But it's every now and then I get something worthy in that inbox every now and then.
Yeah.
Besides the spam, but every now and then I do get lucky as someone who actually, whether it's a graphic designer or someone that does something in the Haitian community and they're trying to reach out. So there are some good benefits that do come from it, though.
Yes.
Do you have the same love and drive for music now as you did when you first was pursuing it?
I asked myself that the other day.
Cause we got some episodes. There's some frustration.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying when we talk about music, but yeah.
I don't know. I was asking myself that the other day. Do I have the same love for it? And I question that when I get beats, when I get music, right? Because sometimes records, I get them and I'm inspired right away, right? And I'm just like, all right, cool. Then when I'm not inspired right away, I feel like, damn, do I even want to do this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll probably snap out of it later, because I have those moments where I'm back and forth with myself. You know what I'm saying? You feel good one day, you feel bad the next day. You want to move forward, you don't. That's why I say it's important to have that that grounding moment. Take time for yourself to kind of come back to yourself or whatever. So to answer the question, I mean, right now, I still have love for music because I'm still doing it, right? I'm not doing it for a paycheck, but I do want to get paid.
Still hungry, yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
But at this point, I'm just more thinking business and how to, make money and get a return on the investment, because I feel like I didn't invested so much into myself.
Right.
You well over 6 figures.
As an independent artist, and for some people it's a little frustrating. I said you said frustrating.
Yeah.
When you see people just get it like this, you're like, damn, I'm just trying to put in this work, but it's certain reasons why, and behind the scenes, that people just think it just happened for certain people. It might be relationships, a bag, or whatever. So that could cause a frustration when certain people just get that recognition,
right?
Especially if you could tell they're not really into the music for real. You feel me? They just doing it to do it. And a lot of people a few years ago, I felt was doing music at the time just because they seen a particular rapper doing it and they thought they could, and then they was doing it and then they stopped because they realized it take a little minute
Yeah,
you got to
for sure.
spend your own money.
For sure.
They kind of dwindled away. So I'm definitely passionate about the music. Is it the same? I don't know, but I guess it is somewhat because I'm still like pursuing.
When I was talking to the Global Zoe, and I was frustrated for you.
For me?
And for you
Erica advocate for us.
yeah. I be complaining. I be complaining, and I have to keep putting them complaints out because I have my experiences of knowing that it's far from it being how it's presented for it to be to make it, and then you see that a lot of the opportunities are kind of given in a sense, and then you notice the ones that's really working, that's really passionate, really loving it. You can see the love being sucked out of it, especially on the internet. So much is transparent, and as the savior mindset say, oh, this is not right. Something got to change. Because I've seen too many people who deserve it, who was worthy, who was healthy, who got the mindset, who could speak, who's bringing something fresh, not really get it. And I'm looking for this invisible world because I want to have a meeting with them, and I'm gonna be very upset because there's a responsibility that's being mishandled. So anytime I see somebody, they come up here, they voicing their complaints, I'm complaining 100 times more than they are because somebody like you do deserve it. You've been deserved it.
Thank you.
And you're even better now than you was then. So
Thank you.
I hope I would love for you to still have the drive and love for it, and you to get what you deserve. Everybody that's active getting what they deserve, because we have to complain about those things.
Thank you, y'all too, man.
Look at that, man. We're going to get flowers while we on that segue. I want to let you know.
Don't
this is from exposure. This from us, because, man, that was a perfect segue. We do want to say thank you and give you your flowers while you can smell them, but I think that was the best segue. Going into it, because that's what we're doing over here.
I'm no longer like inspired like that. I don't know how. Well, no, I do know how the globals are able to do it. I do know how people are able to do it, but when you start looking at what you spent over the years, what just supporters spent in their time, what cousins might have let you borrow to get to these flights to certain places, the hands you had to shake in places you was told to just show up, let's work. When I hear the word let's work, I'm like, whoa. Oh, we could be in our studio all night, it ain't no time. I'm like, whoa. Just
remember
pull
the
up.
DJs we went to?
Yeah,
we
all
came
them
back the same night.
The same night, all them trips, and then you keep hearing this.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all gotta put in the work. Y'all gotta put in. I'm like, shut up. Do you know how many people putting in work, invisible hours? Y'all not even measuring.
Right.
What are y'all using to measure the work? It's broken. The tools are broken because I'm not impressed. It's very little to be impressed by. It's definitely some good music out there, but we're not seeing no stars born no more. It's just background music, and I think that's gonna hurt. I ain't hating on the Jets, but you can't really give it to the 17, 18-year-olds like they doing, because that's not even responsible at this point, because you seeing what's happening to them.
Right.
I saw a reel that was just someone was talking about it on a reel, saying we grew up on real talent. There was none of this stuff that's out right now. And these people that we grew up on had actual skills, singing, dancing, because they didn't have none of this computer, digital, all of this stuff. And I think it was Nikki, but yeah, we grew up on real talent, man, and this is what we're seeing now. And I wanted to ask you, you don't really do TikTok, do you? Like these.
TikTok.
No dances, no imitating anything or nothing like that.
Fat cat coming to TikTok.
All right, that's where all the challenge gonna be at. Yeah, it's gonna blow up there.
So recently, like I kind of like try to be on there, but it's very time consuming. TikTok is like I feel like it's definitely for like high schoolers, middle schoolers. They got time on their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got time on your hands. You can do multiple videos all day and do dumb shit, and it's gonna turn up, right? So I'll be trying to find time to do this damn TikTok stuff. I've done like a few videos here and there, but I'm not as consistent. I kind of get it a little bit now. Yeah. And it's a great tool for exposure. Obviously, a lot of records, blowing up with TikTok. Hopefully, Fat Cat will be one of those records. It will be Fat Cat will be one of those records.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Consistent.
Amen.
It's already big.
On TikTok. Fat Cat will blow up on TikTok. TikTok, it will blow up. Okay. So it's a great tool to use. I gotta use it more. Trying to figure out how to use it with my music. But I feel like it's kind of like entertainment wise, it's opened up more than just a dancing platform. You see people doing comedy, just doing all types of stuff, and it's like it be sucking you in when you start watching that shit. Like you'll be stuck. Yeah. So it's dangerous at the same time. But
here's what I see from you. It could come to you because you have personality. You're not a closed person. So the way you provide to me on what you do and you promote yourself, and especially with the Fat Cat, like I felt like you was being you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you was in front of the camera, but someone would take that and redo it as them as with your vocals. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So I mean, you're out there in front of the camera, but someone can go ahead and imitate you while you being you.
So I gotta do more of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. That's good.
So you was talking about the Anishka, right? You put that Creole into it, right? Coming from South Florida, how much? Talk from your experience. What's your affiliation, or how did you grow up around Zoes, and how was that treatment?
I think in the beginning, Zoes were not like really accepted. There was a point where like Zoes were kind of like. I can't say kind of like they were disrespected. You know what I mean? And I remember there was a time I used to be like in my head, and I wanted to do it, but I just didn't have the courage to do it. I wanted to revolt, like get all the Haitian kids together and mob the hallways, and you know what I'm saying? Say fuck this and fuck that. Don't be scared. So when and I told my friend this, I was like, when it was the Haitians against Americans, I was kind of like, I don't condone violence, right? Right. But I was kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, because I felt like it was important to kind of just like stand up and just not be like, you know what I'm saying? People just stepping on people all the time and just being disrespectful. But now that we're older, you know what I'm saying, Zoes get way more love. And I think just people just started to realize that Zoes are everywhere. And they contribute to a lot that's going on, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's athletes, whether they're business people all around the world. And then just growing up and kind of getting more an understanding of just our history. And, just being not only African American, but just learning about Africans from Africa that are here in America, whether they're from Nigeria or Ghana, or just knowing that we all came from Africa, we are here, and these are our people. You get what I'm saying? Like to understand like the culture and what we truly are is important. And I feel like I might have been ignorant to a lot of things too that I didn't know. You feel me? So I'm glad that I grew up and started to just learn about certain things and appreciate it more.
What kind of African are you?
We said, what kind of African am I?
I don't know what kind of.
I
don't know what kind of African.
So listen, I haven't done the what do they call it when you go get the test?
Something.
Pretend like the test don't
test.
exist.
Yes.
Pretend like the test don't exist.
Yes.
Are you the African that they said was a slave?
Am I the African that they said that was a slave?
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
Like her background?
Like my ancestors?
He's trying to see how far back. Like, you know how he said, because Eric said about his Haitians.
I don't know what kind of African I am. I was just I'm the black person that was just told they was slave. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not Haiti. I'm not Ghana. I'm not Jamaican.
But did you get an ancestry test?
No. This before them came out.
I would suggest that you find out. Go take a test.
I'm saying he know without having to do that. He know Haiti. A Jamaican know Jamaica.
Where he came. Okay.
Yeah, a Cuban, the black, the Dominicans know. There's black people here don't know.
Okay.
I'm one of those
that don't know where you came from.
What
so
land
you don't know
mass?
by like your grandparents. They didn't never.
Yeah.
So you don't know your great grandparents came from.
They said they were slaves too.
Oh, so they said they were slaves.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I would say get the ancestry test because it's gonna tell you like what part of Africa y'all came from. Y'all came from Africa.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yeah. Y'all came from a certain part of Africa.
What happened before that?
Oh, I don't know.
I think we about all the same age, right?
Big Bang Theory. I don't know.
I just know it's some black people that are like, oh, where you from? Yeah. I don't know, Jacksonville. Like, no, where you from? Cause when you go overseas, they want you better say Nigeria, you better say Ethiopia, you better they expecting something else. But
now, right?
Yeah.
Back then it wasn't like that.
Right.
It wasn't like, like I said, we started to learn now. It's like become a thing to learn about our heritage and where we from.
Right.
What we represent now. Because obviously we're realizing how much we've been lied to. Like all this time, we obviously went to school, we learned whatever they taught us, and then we started to get a little, woke, get a little wokey. And, started to learn certain things and started to have these discussions and, Africans actually from Africa, especially living in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? You get to see like the culture, and then you start to learn stuff,
right.
Even with their experiences and what they think. And it's kind of crazy because I remember I think an African from Africa, I think he was from Nigeria. Like he was under the impression that American black people don't like Africans, and I'm just like, why do you think that? I'm like, and I feel like there was a time like back in the day when they were very disrespected by black Americans, you get what I'm saying? And they have this, resistance, and I'm just like, maybe because my parents from the islands or whatever, and my family from the islands, like I kind of understood where he was coming from, especially when it was like the Haitians and Americans. But I kind of like looking at him like, I don't think it's that way, sir. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I think but then I don't know his experiences and what he went through, and then why he feels that way. But then I went off track again. Cause I think it's very important for you to go try.
Yeah, you're right about that. That won't change not having a cultural not being connected to something culturally as some of the other black races, to where you have a culture that's actually connected to a piece of landmass. So I'm assuming maybe there's black people that's here. This might be their landmass. No. If we saying that, I'm just guessing, but if we saying black people from Africa spread out everywhere, right? Yeah. Who are the black people that was here?
I don't want to speak on it because I'm not too knowledgeable on it.
Me either. I was going to
Where are
Indians.
Those people?
We got to kind of go back.
I was going to say the Native Americans. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah. So where they at?
I mean, they got pushed to the north.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And because they got pushed to the north, was it the Trail of Tears? They got pushed to the north. They got kicked out of their habitat of where they lived, and they had to migrate. And now, obviously, they gave them reparations and stuff like that. But they were the original people that was here in America. And I don't want to say it because I might be wrong, but I think I heard it. Like, they were part of us being black too.
Right.
So what kind of black you is? How you know you're not one of them?
I don't know because I haven't taken the test yet.
Right.
Well, what the test wouldn't say that you're not Native American.
Would the test say I'm not Native American?
It ain't no test
my
that say that.
My sister.
Does it tell you what all?
It don't tell you what landmass you from.
My sister has like I think Cherokee in her.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know, her part of the family is Jamaican. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. So, when I was told what I said earlier, it might make sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, it's a paper trail. You know what I'm saying?
When you say landmass, what exactly are you referring to?
Haitians have a landmass.
Yeah.
Jamaicans have a landmass.
Jamaican.
Cubans have a landmass. So
what exactly are we talking about?
I'm talking about dark-skinned people.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a dark-skinned people in every landmass.
A home
still
location.
There.
You mean a home for a location, like a location where they stay?
you could say that. You could say that.
Like Haitian Haiti, yeah.
So you mean like where they so the Haitians you want to know where they came from?
No, I know where the Haitians came from. I know everybody came from Africa, so we got to scrap that. Yeah. Then there was distribution throughout land, so you have original people that's part of the land.
You got Haiti, Jamaica.
Yeah, you got Haiti, Jamaican,
Cuba, all that.
Everybody know, but I noticed there's black people here that you will find black people that don't really know. You kind of one of them because when you pointed to take the DNA thing, the Haitian don't gotta do that. They know I'm from Haiti.
You asking me like where my parents and everybody from? Is that what you asking me?
Originated?
I guess where from originally.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
Where they originated?
I don't know too much about my grandfather though. Okay, so I was born in Miami. I was born in Miami, Florida. My mother was born in the Bahamas. So my father was born in Turks and Caicos. Okay. So my grandmother, she came from a certain part of Haiti. Not Port-au-Prince, but a certain part of Haiti. I can't say the name of it. I messed up. Whatever. So my grandma traveled from Haiti to Nassau, Bahamas. And then from Nassau, she came to Miami, where I was born. So that's my trail.
Oh, you got a good trail.
Yeah, that sounds dope. I like the way she explained that.
Yeah.
It was just pretty dope.
People ask me like when they see my flags in my bio, they looking at me like da. And even when I was younger and I tried to explain it and people didn't kind of understand, I was just like, I felt like I was always surrounded by different cultures in my family. Yeah. Like, you know, there was Haitian people in my family. My sister and them is like part Puerto Rican, so around Puerto Rican people, you know what I'm saying? Right. Jamaican people, you know what I'm saying? Bahamian people. As I was growing up, like I just saw all different cultures. It wasn't just one. You know what I mean? So I feel like I grew up in a melting pot.
Ate good growing up, boy.
About to say those oxtails,
right? We was just on that, right?
Oxtail Thanksgiving is lit.
You know what I'm saying? Good grief.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about that too, right? With the food, right? Y'all don't have.
Yeah, I said there's no soul food restaurants around here.
No.
Soul food is Black American.
He started naming a bunch of Haitian restaurants.
Right.
Yeah. He know more Haitian restaurants.
You see all you got Haitian restaurants, Chinese, Indian, like you got all these. Yeah, you got them everywhere. But I don't see no soul food.
There's a soul food restaurant in Miami, in Overtown. That's probably the only one I think I can know off the top of my head.
Soul food?
In Atlanta. Okay. There's a lot more on the south side. I feel like ain't too much island food. I feel like unless you on the south side, I had to find that out in Atlanta. But in Miami, I'm gonna find everything. I'm not gonna cap.
You been to Sunday Eatery?
I haven't been there yet.
Is that soul food?
I haven't been there yet. I would consider that soul food.
That's soul food.
Like his menu. I didn't even look at the menu
because he cook a lot. Like
finger licking might be considered American soul food.
I think that's seafood. More. Yeah, that's seafood.
Finger licking, not the Jamaican finger.
They got collard greens and
no, they got the Jamaican.
There's a Jamaican finger licking and there's the E-class DJ Khaled.
I think they changed it now, right?
I think it's something else.
The licking.
It's called the licking.
The licking now. Yeah,
they took the fingers off.
Yeah,
so,
they took. Yeah.
Which one? The Khaled one took the fingers off.
Oh, E-class. Yeah,
Khaled ain't got no fingers.
Okay, so it's the licking.
Yeah.
So it's the licking now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's seafood. That's definitely seafood.
Oh man, that is hilarious right there. That is hilarious. So between Florida and Georgia, is there which state you think more lit or beneficial to your career? Because I see you in both heavy, without an issue. Is there one that has its advantages and disadvantages?
I'll explain the difference between both.
Okay.
People be asking this all the time too. Like,
okay.
So in Florida, I feel I perform damn near everywhere I could possibly perform.
Yeah.
In Florida, I've had my own personal experiences, whether it's been events, promoters, DJs, whatever the case may be. And Atlanta is like a different type of vibe, right? I had to adjust to their vibe because we Florida, so we up to like 6 in the morning. Go be in Miami, we up to 6 in the morning. They close at 2 or 3. So I had to adjust to what the hell they be doing to have a good time. Okay. I started peeping, they have more lounges. So they do like the loungy top 5 during the day, and they do a gradual turn up. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. Like they night probably start around 9-10 o'clock, and then they go into like from spot to spot. Music wise, I feel like they're more of working like, camaraderie, like they working together, like everybody's tapping in with each other. DJs, I don't feel like I'm giving you like so much of a hard time. Like the one thing I noticed, I go out to a DJ in Atlanta and be like, oh, here goes my music, alright, shawty, he gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? If he like it, he gonna fuck with it. And if I'm in Miami trying to get a DJ playing my record, he might not even pay attention to you asking him. And if he finally does, he probably gonna make your ass wait a few hours before he play your record, because he feel like you might mess up his set, like you're not gonna play it. So I noticed the difference in that, right? And then I just felt like there was more like artist support. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like they were more willing and used to like working with the upcoming artists, right? Then the music in Atlanta is Atlanta. That's one thing I noticed. Like if you go to Atlanta, you're going to hear Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So the DJs are playing Atlanta music. Like if I hear a Rick Ross record or something that's not from Atlanta, I'd be like, oh shit, they playing something different. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
They support home team.
They support home team. They're playing their artists, even if it's up and coming, and if they're up and coming artists, they're stars in their city. Yeah. That's how I feel. Like they, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many artists that are given an opportunity at any moment they could blow. So I think they know that. And because of that, they support them from the ground up because they support real music. Nice. So it's like they fuck with them for real. Whereas in Florida, it's like you gotta blow up before they fuck with you. Like they gonna follow the lead. Yeah. They're not really gonna be the reason why to push you up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna wait till you. They gonna watch you climb and suffer and got your hand out and beg, do all the work. They gonna be watching you go through everything. Yeah. And they might not give you a hand. They gonna be like, but as soon as you get there, they gonna where in Atlanta, it's like they helping you and they supporting you on your way up. They gonna come to your shows. They like your music. They come. And if they hear your music for the first time and you're performing in front of them, they're not gonna be like just staring at you. They're gonna give a response. If they fuck with it, they gonna clap. They gonna say woo. They gonna say I fuck with you. Let me follow you. This and that. In Miami or whatever, before they gonna be like
stiff as hell.
She was cute though. they gonna like it, but they might not. They're not gonna tell you or whatever.
When you get off stage on the side, man, you.
They might tell you like, oh, it's lit, but they gonna be looking. The audience is gonna be staring at you, but the audience there gonna probably be a little bit more. They gonna move around.
I wonder if that got anything to do with it being a industry there, and no industry here.
I feel like there's industry people that are in Miami. They're actually around all the time. Like when I did like a lot of sessions and writing and stuff like that, I started to notice that industry people, they don't pop out on the weekends to everybody else. They here during the week. You know what I mean? They vibing, they chill in the mellow events. They not, outside, but they're definitely in Miami. But as far as Atlanta, industry people, I guess, yeah, they're more so in the club. You might be in Atlanta in the club and stand next to an exec. You feel me? You might be in the club and a particular artist will walk in. You know what I'm saying? It's not uncommon to have a sighting of a celebrity. I remember when I moved to Atlanta, I think in the first week I might have seen like 4 or 5 different celebrities. Like within that first weekend. I was like, they outside.
That I would say is my first experience in Atlanta. It was the same.
It was outside.
It was like, Scrappy. Like, it was like, what the hell? Went to the flea market. Scrappy walked out the door. It was just the first time, I think, too, that I bumped into people as much. Down here, it's at events and like video shoots. You go to a video shoot, I would see everybody. Especially when Cali was doing those big records with everybody in their mouth, 6, 7 rappers on it. I go to that video shoot, you would see everybody, but it's not something. That's something I noticed about Atlanta. And here, down here, you won't see nobody like that.
They're into the. I feel like the execs are in the clubs. They got their ears to the street. They're looking to see who the next upcoming person is, and they're more focused on who's the next person. They're trying to grab them before anybody else can. So you might be bubbling. And that's why I'm saying, like, you could be bubbling. You might just be really dope, and you might just have a small little following. They gonna grab you. It's a lot of independent labels in Atlanta too, and they got the bag. And if they like you, they gonna sign you for that $100K, whatever it is, and then they gonna build you up. And I've seen that. Like, I noticed a lot of independent labels. I'm like, that's why these motherfuckers be taking off. Somebody believe in them, put their money behind them, and they like. If you look back at some of these rappers that's really big in Atlanta, you go fishing and look at how they started. I'll guarantee you that story is what happened. Somebody turned them up. Somebody gave them a bag early. Or they got their own bag. Little baby get his own bag. But at some point, a bag was dropped and they had good music and they flourished.
I don't like the bags. I feel like the bags be messing it up.
Not necessarily.
If you don't got a bag, when we had Lil Run up here, all he was talking about
was
bag. He basically said, if you ain't got it, stop.
Yep. If you ain't ready to spend this amount of bag, then don't do it. That's what he said.
And what kind of crippled us is the ones who can start the movement, they couldn't keep up. Like he said, there were some situations where people started bubbling, but to keep up with the other cities they had to hit, the money ran out, and pretty much everything just shut down. And that's why we kind of saying why he feels none of the current artists in Palm Beach has made it. It's because we don't have the bag. Pretty much, long story short.
That's the reality. He did not tell you no lie. He told you the truth. He did not fabricate anything when he said that. If I had to go back, right, I would have saved to get the bag. I would have taken that opportunity, probably recorded here and there or whatever, or just saved my bag, then started recording, and then had a plan of how to move and do things. And the reason why I say you do need a bag is because certain people won't do anything for you unless you're paying them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the scenario, like being from Florida, certain DJs, either they had a relationship with you or they didn't, or it was a bag attack. They really not trying to move and do nothing. And you have a lot of DJs that do this stuff for the money. Not saying they shouldn't, but a lot of them are not doing it because they have love for the music. They just doing it for the 9 to 5 or whatever the job is. In Atlanta, I noticed there were a lot of DJs. Yeah, they were about their bread, but they had a passion for the music. You feel what I'm saying? Because they get opportunity. Like one time, I think I was in the club, and my cousin took that record. I just wanted the money. I took the record, and she was like, "I'm gonna get your record played." I was like, "Girl, they didn't play that thing in here." Like she was like, "I'm gonna be back." She cleared it. Sitting there vibing. She like, "I gave it to him." I said, "You did my record?" She said, "Yeah, I gave it to him." Chilling. I just want the money. I said, "Oh shit, he played my song." She was like, "Yeah." DJ stopped the whole entire crowd. Like, stop the whole crowd. Man, whose song this is, man? Come to the DJ booth right now.
Dang.
Stop the whole club in motion. The whole club in motion told me to come to the DJ booth. Stop this shit right now. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, I gotta get up. Like, I gotta get up and walk through this crowd and go to the thing. And then I'm walking through the crowd and everybody just like literally stopped looking at me walking through the crowd to get to the DJ booth. And I'm just like, let me hurry up because I can't believe he just stopped this whole entire crowd. He waiting for me to get here. He like, man, get here right now. And then he starts talking to me and everything like that. And he's like, the dude was like, you know who this is? And I was like, no. He like, this DJ Infamous. And I was just like, okay. And then he was like, this DJ Infamous, Ludacris DJ, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, cool. He was like, he turned around, he like, man, I fuck with your song, this and that, this shit hard, this and that. And it's like everybody from the outside of the crowd. And he was like gassing up on the mic, like, this is how shit, life get changed, like he just speaking, like he just going crazy on the mic. And it's like everybody just staring at me. But that just showed me and just said to me, DJ can make it happen if they want to. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If they feel like, you know, if they are a DJ, the crowd gonna fuck with whatever they turn on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that experience was just, like, cool. Like, as far as, like, that type of love. But at the end of the day, like, these people, as much as you want to get shit done for free, they, at the end of the day, they want something out of the whole entire situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
and then they got people in position that'll stop you before you get it for free.
Yeah, not even, because it's like they could help you, but so far I feel like. But then there's been people you pay, and as long as you paying them, they fucking with you. As soon as you stop paying them, they're not fucking with you. Them be the people that's not genuine. So that make you be hesitant to spend the bag. But you have to think to yourself, it's not about. You want to build the momentum.
Right.
You want to build the momentum, and you got to think to yourself, you got to just get to where you got to get to. Figure the rest of that shit later. You feel me? If this is how much it costs to get to where you got to get to, then that's just a sacrifice or something that you're going to have to do. But that's the reality of the situation. Having to hear that from somebody else to explain, like, what type of money is put into pushing a record, whether it's regionally or even on radio, like, the truth is the truth. P side up there and said, was it P side up there and said, $200K or 250, 250,000 or something, and that's just for, I think, radio or whatever. You feel me? Cardi B even said this shit out her own mouth. She spent almost like 200,000, I think, or somewhere around that, just for when she was pushing herself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I don't like it, but these people are successful. They put in the work. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad.
You could spend the money and still do nothing.
But that's true.
Because I think
if
we
your
know some
music
folks
is,
who spent that.
We know
if your music is
some
whack,
folks who spent
crazy
that.
money.
if your music is whack,
Yeah, if you good, amazing music. This is the bags at this point is already assigned. I could tell you right now, they'll be mad if you about to get the bag and they ain't know about it.
Damn.
The English is so organized. Like there's people, there's groups, there's labels, there's executives. They like gangs. They want to know if you about to get a bag. They mad and they calling because they know they already in line through these executives for the bag to be designated to them. Anything in the middle that's being spent, don't care about none of them. No, we talking about the real bag because we got a whole layer that's gonna stop anything even reaching the tier, and they mad because their favors owed. They get really mad, and they will. It could be your own people too, not even the important ones. They just there. Oh, so and so about to get the situation. What? They supposed to. No, they ain't going down like that.
I definitely feel like that's happening.
Damn. Before it even reached, I have my own situations that was like that. You don't think they be real, but when those calls start coming in real time, people be mad. You be like, what? Cause I'm about to get on?
Yep.
And they ain't even about you getting on because they was promised 4-5 of they people was gonna get on first, and they know there's quarterly quotas and certain things like that to where certain things can come in, and I didn't even really understand none of that stuff. They got areas where people allowed to get signed, when they not, people allowed to get on radio, when they not. Now the internet do help, but they learning how to finesse that. They grabbing up all the social influencers. Like, hey, you can't even post. I need to know everybody that's even coming through your page. They got.
I ain't never think about about that.
Internet mobsters, who you posting? They
fake
fake the Instagram accounts got managers and agents now. Like
in that sense, like gatekeepers.
Right.
Yeah, it's worse than gate. I miss the gatekeepers. Now it's like I don't know, people hiding in the bushes on the internet gates, just waiting. How many comments you getting? You must have got paid for that. I'm telling my cousin. You won't even be the top people. So that's why I be crying.
Lord.
That's why I be crying. I feel
think
like
that's true in a sense.
that ain't gonna happen to you though. You finna take off.
No, I've had
For
incidents where people were blocking. I definitely had incidents where people were blocking, and I knew they were blocking. They were just trying to push their particular artist.
Yeah.
And they were trying to like block me from doing certain events and being around certain people. Like there was definitely certain times, but at the end of the day, they didn't go any further than what I have gone. So that goes to show you. And you got all the support, you got all the help, you got all this and then the third.
Laugh now, cry later. All
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Nice.
So I mean, it happens, but I think if you got good music and you got a good team and you got the bag, you should at least do something. You feel me? But you gotta
Fat
be
cat.
willing to put that work.
Fat cat.
Hashtag.
He like that. He finna run that up. If your means go through the roof, just know
That's
Eric,
a slang.
Eric done ran up that record.
That's Fat Cat.
That is hilarious. So right now, Anishka, we're gonna play a little game called Exposure Trivia, and this is about movies, artists, entrepreneurs, but about the urban world. I'm gonna ask you a question, but I'm gonna give you A, B, C, D. We're gonna do 4 rounds and see how well you know the urban world. All right, y'all ready? First one.
Run it.
On the show Moesha, who was Moesha's brother? A, Ray J, B, Miles, C, Hakeem, and D, Quincy. Miles. B, that is correct.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you got round 1.
I forgot that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Round 2. On the movie Friday, who saw Craig hugged up with some tramp? A, Joy's brother and Law's baby cousin Tracy. B, Joy's cousin Tracy. C, Joy's sister-in-law baby cousin Tracy. Or D, Joy's baby mama Tracy.
Run it back.
Who saw Craig hugged up with some tramp? A, Joy's brother-in-law baby's cousin Tracy. B, Joy's cousin Tracy. C, Joy's sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy, or D, Joy's mama Tracy.
This is Friday?
Yeah. The
Yes.
first one.
You did a good job on that, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got
And I'm
me.
going to take a guess.
Okay.
I'm going to say B.
B would be Joy's cousin Tracy. The correct answer is C, Joy's sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy.
Cause Joy's sister-in-law,
Crazy, dog.
cousin baby Tracy.
That was a...
Saw
that
you
was a-
hugged
no, that was
up
a
with some
wordplay.
tramp. Now tell me who she was.
You remember that? All right. Round 3. On the show Proud Family, what did Penny Moms do for a living?
No.
You don't know.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Give me the ABC.
Okay. A is a surgeon. B, dentist. C, veterinarian. Or D, meteorologist.
Oh, shit.
On Proud Family.
Don't be mad at me. I don't think I
It's all good.
watched the
It's all
Proud
good.
Family. You said, okay, say it again. A, B, C, D.
A is a surgeon. B is a dentist. C is a veterinarian. And D is a meteorologist.
I don't know. I thought she was a lawyer.
I thought that too.
was a lawyer.
Cause she was dressed up like one.
Veterinarian
Dog.
or the dentist.
So let me help you. Hey, we're gonna eliminate A. She wasn't a surgeon.
She wasn't a surgeon. I don't
She
think.
wasn't a surgeon. I'm gonna eliminate that one.
What was B again?
A dentist.
I'm gonna stick to B.
You're gonna go with B, dentist?
Yeah.
The
What's your
correct
veterinarian?
answer is C.
Veterinarian.
Veterinarian.
Damn.
It was like it was on that one.
Damn.
All
I'm trying to
right.
repent.
The last one is finish the lyric. If you don't jump to put them jeans on, A,
Oh,
baby, you ain't in the game.
Okay.
B, Texas is up in this thing. C, gang, 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 gang. Or D, baby, you don't feel my pain.
The last one.
Baby, you don't feel my pain. That is correct. D is baby, you don't feel my pain. Awesome. So 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. Y'all give it up. We appreciate you playing Explosion Trivia.
Broke my part.
It's all good. We're gonna keep you. We're gonna keep your nerve.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep you.
What grade that is?
What grade?
2 out of 4.
Shit, I got a L. Shit, I got an L.
We're gonna have to create a scale.
Yeah.
And see how we do.
Fat cat.
Fat cat. He is throwing fat cat out there. So what is Anishka working on now? What's coming from to the viewers out there? What can they expect from you?
Definitely some more fat cat. I got some more music. I'm trying to dabble in something different. I feel like working on a project. I don't know if it's gonna be definitely gonna be a short one. I don't think it's gonna be too long. I really want to put together something, but I don't know how to put it together. But it's tucked away in my brain.
Okay.
But just definitely more music. Okay. More music. Acting.
Oh, okay. I can see that too.
What else?
Power.
Let's get into power.
Oh.
Put me in power. Can I be in power?
Hey.
50 put me in power. Call me. Okay. Yeah, more music, more performances. I want to do like a tour and stuff like that, city to city. And yeah, go viral. Shit. On TikTok with this fucking song.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's make it, bitch. BET. Shit. Grammys. Let's go.
Let's go.
All of it. I want it for you.
Thank you. Konnichiwa.
Management. Are you looking for management? Do you feel like a manager can do more than what you already know right now? Or it have to be like somebody who's already big in the game to come and just be like, look, I know what to take you. Just give me 20%. Let's go.
At this point, if it's going to be a manager, I would want it to be a manager that has experience, that has relationships, and that can take me from here to there. Yeah. I've tried to work with people, but I realize that like if your hustle is not, if you don't go as hard as I do, then there's no point. You know, and then certain people, they don't have no relationships with people that they swear they do. They just want to tie you down. Just a person that's workable, that listens, that knows how to communicate, and that, you know, understands that I'm very hands-on as an artist. And I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like, what I don't want to do, what I want to do. That's it.
That's it.
And be understanding of that and don't take offense. But I think someone that's probably more seasoned at this point.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And this segment where we do Gym of the Day, what advice would you give to a younger female artist coming up right now as you look back?
What advice would I give a younger female artist
coming up?
The advice that I would give to a younger female artist: don't believe what they tell you. Regarding saying that you have to do certain things to get to certain places.
Okay.
That you have to sell yourself short, or that you have to make yourself look like a complete idiot to get some type of recognition. I would say stay true to yourself.
Okay. Believe
in yourself. Live your dreams to the fullest, no matter what. You know what I mean? Do what makes you happy. And just know you gotta put in the work. Period. Like, you have to put in the work. Don't think that this shit gonna be easy. It's not. And you gotta be able to stay focused, have tunnel vision, and get it done. No matter who's helping you, no matter who believes in you, family or friends. If you believe in yourself, because there gonna be times you're not gonna believe in yourself, to just keep going. Whatever it is, just keep going. When you feel like you fall, get up. Be like, I gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. Just keep going. Let that play in your head. Just keep going. Come on, we gotta go. Keep going. That's it.
That's what's up. That's what's
have
up.
some money.
That's what's up. Slab, anything?
Oh no, that was beautiful. I want to see Fat Cat go viral on TikTok. I want them dances to go through. I want that experience manager, the tours, the opportunities, the nice tour bus, like one of those modern ones that got like the nice beds and the stand-in showers
they
and
go
stuff.
in now. Yeah, I'm about to say you can have a whole bed back there.
Yeah, I want to have all those things, endorsement deals, boot lines, flowers given to you freshly cut.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drego?
So is that something that you would tell yourself, your past self, what you just said?
Yeah. Because I felt like I had to, this is from experience. So I would say, yeah. Past self, yeah. And save my money.
Say the bag. All right, say the bag.
Find a way to get some money, save my money, and invest my money.
Yeah.
There you go.
Try to invest my money to create income. So find out how to make the bag. So that way I could, support myself. If anything, support my career, support myself. You know what I'm saying? Like focus on how to get that bag, get it done.
That's what's up.
I got one more. So having Haitian background, your folks knew what you were going into. Did they ever doubt you? Because I know Haitians, they always be like,
I wouldn't say they doubted me. I would say my mom, she wanted me to be successful.
Okay.
But then at times just be like, she was like, when is this shit gonna take off?
Okay.
Like what's going on?
Right.
But then she a cheerleader, but then she'll say stuff. My grandma, she didn't really want me to go outside. She was like, you gonna go Shante? Like she didn't really want me to be outside. She got it's too late when you go it's night time.
Right.
Like, you finna go in the light, like where you going? Like, but I mean,
because I say that because the typical Haitian parents would be like, you wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? So, because I had my folks used to be like, stop that, you wasting your time. That's how my folks were. It was a lot of folks like that in the neighborhood, like, hey, don't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
My grandma didn't know too much of what I was doing. I think she didn't have an idea too much of like what I did. But she know I could sing and stuff like that. My mom, she would support, but after a certain period of time, she was like, okay, so what you finna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just had to say to myself, like, at the end of the day, whether my family or friends believe in me, I gotta do what makes me happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck what everybody talking about.
Right.
If this makes me happy, I'm gonna keep doing it till I change my mind. So,
all right, that's it for me, man. That was good.
Cool. All right then. Well, Anishka, how can the people get at you, follow you, your website, your handles?
Yes, you can follow me on all social media platforms. Anishka Music, ANNISHKA Music. So yeah, on everything, just type that in and you're gonna find me.
That's what it is.
Nice.
Well, we appreciate you coming through on Exposure. You held it down. We hope to see more of you. Maybe next go around 6 months from now, you definitely visit us back. But we greatly appreciate you, and we thank you so much for blessing us today.
Thank y'all for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for my flowers.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, y'all tuned into Exposure. This is another episode, and we out. Y'all boys wild, man. I feel like I gotta say it now. Y'all gonna do it.
It's more than just a podcast. It's exposure.